Sometimes you have to love the Sussex fan on Twitter. I just saw this and it crossed my mind after I read it to show you a video of Kobe. So the tweet goes on to say, Meghan stands Harry more than us. We love to see it. And then crying face and love. My husband hits different. Okay, so this is the tweet. That a quote that they share on Twitter that Meghan and Gloria conversation. It's not a video, it's just a transcript. Megan says, like my husband, I love when he just came and he said, you know what? I'm a feminist too, right, Gloria? It's really important to me that you know that. Gloria said, that was wonderful. Megan says, but you need that. And I look at our son, and what a beautiful example that he gets to grow up with a father who is so comfortable owning that as part of his own self identification, that there's no shame in being someone who advocates for fundamental human rights for everyone, which of course includes women. Gloria went and said, and also that he is a nurturing father, because then your son will grow up knowing it's okay to be loving and nurturing. Well said, Megan said. I know it'll mean a lot to him when I share that with him. So it's very important when a man, a male figure in the household treats, their wife, their girlfriend, their baby mama with respect and things like that, especially if it's a boy or your son. It's good for all of your children, but if a son grows up to see his dad treating his mother with respect, dignity, you just, create a whole decade worth of improvement. This will pass on to his kid, and his kid will pass it on to his kid. So it's those small little gestures that sort of help. A lot of time, I know my husband jokes a lot, but there are times his jokes, I tend to put him in his place because he's joking, but our kids, their mind, well, especially my oldest, his mind doesn't, I don't think his mind developed as quicker as well as my youngest. My youngest is like really sharp. He's book smart and he's street smart. My oldest is mostly book smart. So there are things you have to explain to him. But sometimes when you're joking, he doesn't get it's a joke. I get it, but because it's in front of our kids, I'll tell him, no, don't do that, because I don't want him to take it the wrong way. A lot of time he says some stupid things in front of me. We joke about it, we laugh, and we move on, whatever. But when in front of our kids, I always put my husband in his place, or at least explain to him why I don't appreciate certain things. My husband never disrespect me, never. But the jokes, it's the silly jokes that he be saying that sometimes my kids might misinterpret it. But the reason I wanted to share this transcript of Meghan with Gloria is that there's two videos I came across of Kobe Bryant, and I remember I recorded it and I saved it, but I know it was important, but I just didn't know how useful or where I'm gonna use it to share it with you. What was the meaning behind it? So there's one. I'm not in front of my computer. I just move away after I read the thing. Kobe Bryant was complimenting or supporting of Taylor Swift. Taylor Swift is a singer, I think country singer. I don't listen to her music, but occasionally when I hear it, it's pretty good music. Let me go behind my computer to give you a background of Kobe and Taylor. Hold on. Well, I could just pause it. Okay, so Kobe Bryant was because he passed away early this year. It will tell us August 23rd, 1978 in Pennsylvania, and he died January 26, 2020, Calabasas, California. So his death was in the news earlier this year. All right, so he is American. He was an American basketball player. Kobe Bean Bryant was an American professional basketball player, a shooting guard. He spent his entire career with the Los Angeles Lakers and the National Basketball Association. If you want to know more about him, go into it. Because I remember the team that drafted him, I think is the 76ers. And then they did a whatever, however this thing sort of work out or something like that. They did a deal. The teams did a deal with LA, and then that's how he became. He went to LA, to Los Angeles Lakers. I sort of know slightly about it. I don't follow basketball that much. All right, so that's a small little background of him. You want to know more about his profession, not profession, personal life and professional as well, just Google it. And but for the sake of my video, I like to give a small little background of who I'm talking about. So he was a basketball player. He passed away earlier this year. And Taylor Swift, on the other hand, is a singer, American singer. Okay, so I thought they was gonna say country, but I guess just singer. Okay, Taylor Allison Swift is an American singer, songwriter. Her narrative songwriting, which often centers around her personal life, has received widespread media coverage. Born in West Reading, Pennsylvania. Oh, two Pennsylvanians. Okay, Kobe and Taylor. I knew Kobe was from Pennsylvania, but I didn't know Taylor was from that, also from Pennsylvania. Different part. I used to have a house in Altoona, Pennsylvania. So driving, going to Altoona, I have to pass through Reading, Pennsylvania. So I've heard of it. It's like way out there. And where Kobe is from, it's closer toward New York and New Jersey. It's more like the city. So it's two different environment, but same state, different environment. That I know, okay? Because I passed through them before. And I went to, what is it? The Rocky, what was that? Somewhere in okay, forget it. I can't remember on top of my head. Philadelphia, yeah, that's the term I was looking for. For Philadelphia, we went there to visit, just to sightseeing with the kids. One Saturday morning, we just went and sightseeing for the entire day, and then came back. We went to see the Liberty Bell, all those historical places around there, and then we drove right back. Okay, so back to Taylor Swift. Okay, she was born in Reading, Pennsylvania. Swift relocated to Nashville, Tennessee in 2004 to pursue her career in country music. This is why I thought she was only country music singer, but it's just in general, just singer. Okay, born December 13, 1989. She's 30 years old. Okay, net worth 360 million. Huh. Okay, that's a lot of money. So back to Kobe and Taylor. So Kobe did an interview with somebody. I forgot. I hope I could find the link of that video because I have it myself because I copy it. And what happened is that Kobe admired Taylor Swift way before she became who she is now, and her daughter, his daughters, idolized Taylor Swift and stuff like that. And what sort of admire Taylor Swift to Kobe is the fact that, you know, you always need to take the good of people. No matter how somebody is, there's always something you could learn from. So Kobe was fascinated with Taylor due to her ability to create top music every year. She's always at the top. So that admires him. And then I have another clip where, and they became friends, their family and stuff like that. So they hang out with, Taylor hang out with Kobe's kids, and every time, I guess Taylor have a, how do you call this, a concert at in LA. Kobe and his family always go there, so they had a mutual respect and understanding for each other. So, and one of the videos that I have is Kobe showing Taylor Swift a banner because she had sold, I believe, 16 what is it? Sold out. That's it. Sold out arena 16 time at Staples Center, and the LA Lakers have won 16 championship. So they thought they used that as a sort of connection to hang her banner at Staples Center. So that was a good thing. And the key to that, which is back to the tweet about Meghan and Gloria, is that feminism doesn't really have to be just women, okay? You need men to help a cause because we are human. We share the same earth, the space and stuff like that. So if you don't have respect for someone else, what is the point for living? Because if you only think of yourself, you better learn to have a lot of skills because not everybody wants to be a farmer. Not everybody can be a mechanic. Not everybody can fly a plane. Not everybody can drive a car. Not everybody can drive a boat, etc., etc., etc. So you need to have that mutual respect for everybody. You know, it doesn't matter. You have to respect men the same way you want men to respect you. So it goes all around. So seeing that, now I say, okay, I could share that video of Kobe. So I have a purpose for it. So yeah, that's it. Let me know what you think. Please don't forget to subscribe, like, and share. Thanks for watching.
But I'm a big lover of music.
I was wondering, I was like, wouldn't it be funny if he's got like Taylor Swift in his car?
I do.
Really?
Yeah, I do. I think it's important to listen to people who do great things. So it's not just genre specific, but it's like, Taylor's been at the top of the game for a very, very long time.
Yeah.
How and why? How does she write? How does she get into that mental space to be able to create things over and over and over? I mean, it's a lot of pressure for her to follow up a #1 album with a better album, then follow it with a better. Like, I don't care if you like her music or if you don't like her music. Look at what she's doing. I mean, it's frightening stuff.
Yeah.
And it's unbelievable to be able to pull that off over and over and over and over. And so I look at things like that to try to learn from them as much as I can.
She's a shark too. Like you hear about her standing up to Spotify or all these. I mean, Metallica did that in the early, when you and I were probably in like, I don't know, college, high school.
Yeah.
But like, that's tough you didn't think she would be like, no, I'm going to do it my way. And
yeah, but see, like from afar, like I know she has to be that way.
Mm-hmm.
She's a sweet kid. I mean, she was a sweetheart to my girls before she even blew up and became Taylor Swift. So that's why, like, if she needs anything from me, I'm always there. But you can't have that level of consistent success and not be a killer. It's impossible.
That's great.
It's impossible.
It's funny to think of Taylor Swift as a killer.
Absolutely
She totally is.
100%.
For Kobe Bryant.
By the way, I just want you to know that after you complete these 5 sold-out shows here at Staples Center, that's going to give you 16 sold-out shows at Staples Center, which is the most of any artist ever. The most. And 16 is a very special number here in Los Angeles because 16 is the same amount of championships we have as a local franchise. So, to celebrate those championships, we do something very special. We hang banners. There it is.
Well, this is what you did. You have done this for me. Thank you so much. And Kobe and his family have been coming to shows for years, and I am so happy that this came from you.
So I don't want to make a full video of this, so I'm just gonna insert it in that video. And I was just thinking, my crazy mind again is at play. I feel like Meghan and Harry, who moved to the US, pretty much Harry is being reprogrammed from what he was taught in UK, because it seems like, again, my crazy self is talking here. If you want to take me serious, that's your problem. They had that social class in terms of hierarchy, and nobody's equal. Someone is always above someone else. So Harry, who always felt, there's no one, well, again, like I said, it's my crazy mind that's talking. You want to take me serious? That's your problem. He felt like, everybody should be equal and stuff like that. So him being with Meghan and learning new things, so he's pretty much being reprogrammed. And I don't think the UK people are liking that. And we already seeing how they're behaving on social media. But yeah, that came to mind because I'm just thinking he is being fully reprogrammed, so he's still learning. And I think in some of my other videos, I even said something like, Harry is learning racism 101. So the only thing is that he's going through it with Meghan because he loves her. So yeah, that's it. I hope you like the video with the Kobe videos and Taylor Swift. Take a moment to subscribe, like, and share. Thank you for watching.